600 to 599 people or something like that, right? And just the other day we were talking about what in our lives gave us motivation, you know, to do whatever we did in our lives. And I had to really look back and say, you know, to be honest, to be really, really honest, there was nothing in that little town, nothing. There was nobody. And it's kind of sad to say that, right? I mean, I had my parents, and I had my grandparents, and they were wonderful people. But you know, they really didn't have a vision other than, you know, oh, well, you're going to grow up and you're going to get married, you know, like most Mexican girls do, right? Well, we did move away from that little town. And I got away from there, and I was able to see other people and how other people did things. And I was able to see people that went on to school, okay? But even then, okay, I graduated from high school. I got a scholarship to go, in those days, business school, right? Because that's what girls did in those days. Well, you know, I didn't take that scholarship. I got married. I was 17 years old. I was 17 years old. At 18, I had my first child. By 25, I was married and divorced twice with 3 kids. Now, you heard what he said. I was appointed by President Bush. I was one of the top Latinas in the Bush administration. How did that happen? How did that happen from the story I just told you? Okay? Most girls, and I tell people this, at that point in their lives, 25 years old with 3 kids and a high school education, would have said, oh my God, I can't make it. I'm going to go on welfare. I mean, somebody's got to help me. But I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. I was working for a law firm as a secretary, and I decided I had to go to college because I knew that I was going to have to raise those kids by myself. So I went to City. And I remember Celia Maldonado was the intake worker at City. She was yay big. Didn't have a baby, right? I can remember that like yesterday. And she helped me through the process of getting into City. It took me a long time to get through City College because I was working full-time, had 3 kids, and going to school. But I made it. And I wanted to get my AA degree because I had to have a goal. I didn't want to just go to City. I wanted to get my degree, so I got an AA in business. At that same time, I made a career change in my life. I went from being a secretary for a law firm to working with an organization called the National Economic Development Association, which was a business development organization. They were very strong on education also. So that helped me continue my vision and my view of education. I got my AA, I transferred to Fresno State, I got my BS, and during that same period of time, that company, that organization that I went to work for, folded. They went out of business. And here I was, thinking that I'd gone to work with this wonderful big company, national organization, and they went out of business. There were 3 ladies working in that organization at the time. We put our heads together and we said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to start our own business. So we started our own nonprofit doing that same kind of work, helping people who wanted to be in business, who wanted to start their business. So in 1980, I started MIDA San Joaquin Valley. In 1983, I graduated from Fresno State, and I got appointed that same year by the governor of California to go work in Sacramento. So things were falling right in line for me, right? But I had to take that step. And I'm telling you guys, you are so fortunate. You are so lucky. There were programs like these in my day, okay? You don't have to do it the hard way like I did. You can do it easy way. We're here to make it easy for you. We're going to teach you everything you need to know about how to go to school. Make sure you finish high school, first thing. Because we're going to be offering scholarships. Remember, we're going to be giving scholarships and all kinds of stuff for you. But you're not even in college yet. So in order to get that scholarship, you're going to have to go to college, right? So we're going to make that an incentive for you. We're going to give you things that you want. Because sometimes, we have to have a little bit of an incentive. It isn't even though we know that at the end we're going to have our degree and we're going to have jobs. Along the way, we need a little bit of an incentive. We're also going to be there to mentor you. all of us are here. Any of you feel you need a mentor, you know, you're going to be passing out your cards later on, and I'll be glad to work with you guys. Even though I'm in DC, I have young people I mentor from across the country, okay, because I can do it electronically. Remember, we're connected. So take advantage of this. Don't do it the hard way. Do it the easy way. Sí se puede. Sí se puede.